Hi, this is Nick Williams and I'm sitting here with Mike Dixon. Hi Mike, how are you doing?
Good afternoon, very well.
Good. Now I first met Mike several years ago at a party that a friend of mine was throwing for his 50th, and when I asked Mike what he did, he said, I help wealthy people give their money away, and I thought, here's an interesting guy. So we've reconnected recently, and Mike is the author of a book called Please Take One, and Mike is has started a movement to help inspire more generosity in the world. Now that's a pretty amazing thing to do.
This is true.
What has called you to do such an amazing thing in the world, to inspire greater generosity?
Well, it started quite some time ago. I was fortunate enough to start a children's charity called WizKids, which helps disabled children move about. And over the course of the time that I was at WizKids, I discovered that the people who help the children by providing mobility equipment for them were as moved and got as much out of it actually as the children did themselves. In other words, that them being generous and going out of their way to give to other people made them happier people as well. So I began to research it, and in the course of researching the book, I discovered that actually it's true that a happy life is indeed a generous life. It's one of the key things about happiness, one of the key measures of happiness.
It's true, I don't think I've met many happy, mean people in my life.
No, absolutely not.
It just doesn't happen. So that's inspired you through the charity that you started in your own life, and now you seem to be taking the message out to the world. What's inspired you to take the message out globally?
Well, because I think it's a universal message. If you go back to the research there are two issues. If you go back to the research on happiness, Time magazine did a survey about 6 years ago and asked the question, what is the single subject that's made you the happiest person in your life? And the four biggest replies, all scored over 70%, were all about other people. First was a relationship with a spouse or a partner. The second was their children. The third was their relationship with their friends. And the fourth was their contribution to the life of others. So we can honestly say that generosity makes you happy. But on the other side of it, there's an awful lot of things I think that we can do proactively, positively, by living a more generous life to help other people, from our family and our friends, right the way through to our own communities, to the people who we normally perhaps wouldn't even talk to or think about helping. To say nothing of the poor in this country, of which there are 13.4 billion at the latest count, and the bottom billion, the people in the world who have no food or don't know where they're going to survive tomorrow night. And I think that we can all really make a difference, a serious impact in all those areas, by helping our family and friends and by helping people in Africa.
I just think it's a fantastic idea, which is why I've invited you to come and give this talk for our community. So the way we're setting this up, for those of you watching, we're going to do this slightly differently this evening. We're going to, you're going to give a bit of a talk, and I'll probably do a little bit of a talk as well, but then really we want to facilitate conversation. You know, I think you're a great advocate of life-changing conversation. I'm a great advocate of life-changing conversations. So after our talk, the evening's going to be about having conversations about generosity. You know, who's been generous in your life? What have you done to be generous? What does generosity mean to you? So it's going to be a very interactive evening. So it's about life generally, as well as how your work and your business can be a vehicle for generosity as well, because that's something that really fascinates me, is how our business can be a vehicle for our generosity and how we can give through our work and our business. And everybody who comes is going to get a copy of your book as a gift. Please take one, so you'll get that. And I just think it's going to be a really inspiring and potentially life-changing evening. I'm looking forward to it, and I think you are too, aren't you?
Very much. I think if we can just talk about generosity and give people practical examples of things they can do to live a more generous life, I think that evening can be very powerful and very constructive.
So thank you. I hope you enjoyed watching this. So we're looking forward to the evening. Hopefully you'll be there, and we look forward to seeing you there. It's going to be a different venue this time. We're actually going to be in the Haymarket in London, in a place called the Hub Westminster, and it's in the number 80 Haymarket, which is actually where we are now. We're going to actually right next to the room where the talk's going to be. So thanks for watching this. Look forward to seeing you in February. Thanks, mate.
Okay.